Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here for this Friday afternoon video right here on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like this video. Hit the subscribe button down below as we are live on YouTube and StreamYard. So come on in and join the chat for a little bit. Talk about some NXT, maybe a little bit of wrestling here and there, but we'll see what happens with that. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to this channel and all my other channels down below in the description box. Follow me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. Share this video all over the internet and tap that bell. Turn on all my notifications so you never miss an upload. And that's that. That's all you gotta do. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, on this Friday afternoon, May the 1st, 2020, we just started May. Should be a good month. We got Memorial Day coming up in a couple weeks. Mother's Day next Sunday. So be nice to your mother. Go see your mom and give her a hug. Well, call your mom. Don't go see her because of this fucking virus. But call your mom. Wish her a happy Mother's Day. Maybe order some flowers or do something. But do something good for your mom next Sunday. And that's all I can say about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this Friday afternoon, May the 1st, 2020, it is time for your late and out-of-date NXT review for April the 29th, 2020 from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. And that's pretty much what I say about that. Hey, Nick, what's going on? I went to do this last night. And I had it all set up. The video was ready to go live, but I had some technical issues, and plus I was really tired, so I didn't want to. I was getting really tired, so I took a nap. And by the time I woke up, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, nah, I'll save it for tomorrow. So that's that. So we're gonna talk about some NXT. And maybe a little bit of WWE thrown in. And that's that. So, come on in to the chat and wherever. If you're watching from Twitter. That's that. Nothing much from Nick. Okay. So let's get into NXT from this past Wednesday night. And this was the night where we were going to see Charlotte Flair take on Mia Yim, non-title, or for the NXT title, I forget. And also we had for the North American title, we had Keith Lee taking on Damian Priest. See what comes of that. We also had more cruiserweight title tournament action, and I believe in the A block, or the B block, or whatever block it was this week, I forget. So we had that. So and the show wasn't that bad per se, but still, it was a good episode. I don't know the numbers for the show. I'm gonna look them up right now. See if I can find the numbers. Look for it. Here we go. All right, the viewership for this week on NXT, pretty close this week, but still not a lot of viewership for both shows. AEW won the second week in a row with 693,000 viewers, finished 16th on the night in the cable. NXT drew 637,000, down from their 665 last week. AEW had 731,000 last week, and they were down to 693. So not, the numbers are going down between 500,000 to 700,000 people watching the product. I wish more people would fucking watch the product, to be honest with you, but I know because of this fucking virus, and the way that wrestling is nowadays, not a lot of people give two shits about wrestling. Wrestling is a essential business, though I don't think it is. I think wrestling is a sport, not sports entertainment. It's a sport, just the entertainment value, because it's media, which is supposedly an essential business. Of course, you got to get the news somehow, and the weather and all that other stuff. I don't want to. I just don't understand the drop. I mean, back in like October, AEW was getting like between 700 and 900,000 views. When they first started, they got 1.3 million, and then they got 1 million. Now they barely getting get between 600 to almost 800,000 views sometimes. I don't know what both companies can do to get more people. I think it's because of the empty arena effect, but who knows? But supposedly Florida is gonna open up the arenas and most of Florida, so people can come back to the arenas, but it's gonna have a limited amount of people, which I could understand. And the seats gonna be 6 feet apart, obviously, because we can't sit next to each other until probably next year for some stupid reason. But it is what it is. Amount of people that are probably there, about maybe 1,000 people, or a certain amount. Not gonna be like 5,000 people there. It's gonna be like I would say about 500 to maybe 1,000, 2,500 people, depending what arena you're in. I mean, if you're an indie show, I can understand that, but because you're gonna be sitting freaking by the fucking back door or on the stage or whatever. I don't know how they're gonna work that out if you're an indie show. That's that. And we move on from there. So that's that. So NXT, so WWE and AEW next week, their live shows. I believe next week's NXT has a live show. But AEW can bring the fans back to Daly's place in Jacksonville, and at least we'll have some fans. But the thing is, you can't. I read something like you can't clap your hands because that'll be a violation of the 6-foot rule. Really? How is that a violation if you're 6 feet apart and you're here, I'm here, you're here? I'm going like this. I'm going like this. How is that a violation? I'm gonna go slap somebody 6 feet away from me. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, really, what the fuck? These stupid rules are stupid. But I understand them, but they're stupid. Limited amount of people, I understand that, because we're not going to get a full arena probably till next year. Or whenever we get a vaccine for this fucking shit. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. So if you want to go see wrestling, go take a vacation to Florida, or go move to Florida, because you're not gonna see any wrestling shows here in the Northeast anytime soon. That includes Wrestle Dynasty, which sucks. But you never know. The mayor may open up MSG and the Barclays Center and certain venues like nightclubs and bars, but they'll have a limited amount of people. I would say nightclubs will probably be like 250 people. or maybe at least 100 people. Because nightclubs, depending on what nightclub you're in, they have like about a couple hundred people a night. Well, not every night, but usually on the weekends, you get a lot of people at the nightclub and the bar. So, they're probably going to be limited to about 100, maybe 200 people. We'll see what happens when this thing ends next week. The supposed pause on New York City. New Jersey, I don't know when it's going to be open. I haven't heard anything with what the mayor and the governor of New Jersey has said about reopening New Jersey. Not that I care, but I care about going to New York City and seeing my friends in New York and going to different events in New York City and Brooklyn, because I used to live in Brooklyn, but it is what it is, and that's that. All right, let's get to NXT. And let's consult the chat for a little bit. Nick says, I really don't care for the numbers. I personally don't care either, but, I just like to give them out every week. Just my own preference. But, really the numbers right now don't really matter. Nobody really cares about the Wednesday Night War anymore. I mean, really, nobody cares, so I don't care. By the way, wearing the new In This Moment t-shirt. The In-Between. Well, they have the other one with the mother on it, but I didn't get that one. So, and I didn't get this for free because I work for the record company that In This Moment is on, which is Roadrunner. I didn't get this from Roadrunner. I got this from the band's website. So, I wish I could get it for free, but I get the CD for free. I think Slipknot's on it as well. I forget what other bands are on Roadrunner. I think Megadeth's on In This Moment's former label, Century Media. I know Slipknot and I think Stone Sour are on Roadrunner. In This Moment's on Roadrunner, as far as I know, unless they changed it without me knowing. But that's that. So. All right, Nick says, fuck that shit. I am clapping my hands. Yeah, me too. I don't give a crap. If I get thrown out, I get thrown out. I mean, whatever. It's stupid. It's stupid. You're 6 feet apart and you can't clap your hands. I mean, you can cheer. I would assume you can cheer and, say whatever you want. Oh, you're fuck you, man. But you can't clap your hands just because of a good match. I mean, you see the people in AEW, most of them are backstage talent and agents and stuff, like Billy Gunn. And you might have Sean Spears in the audience, or you have Britt Baker or Kuroshita in the audience or by ringside. They're fucking clapping their hands and they're standing right next to each other. So how does that work? If you're 6 feet apart, you can't clap your hands. And people, I mean, are there going to be fucking security guards watching you? And you're like, yeah! And like, yo, you can't do that. We're going to kick you out because you were clapping. That violates the rule. Fuck that shit. I mean, you go to an event to clap your hands. Anything. Concert, movie, comedy show. Even if you go to a nightclub, you clap your hands sometimes if they play a song like, you're dancing like, yeah, dancing, yeah, good, get the beat going. You're dancing with your friends and everything. You're gonna get violent. You're gonna get in trouble for doing that. I don't think so. When you're at a birthday party and a song comes on, and like I don't know, the cha-cha slide dance. You know, everybody clap your hands, and then you're clapping your hands at a birthday party. But at a wrestling event, you can't do that. No. Because it violates the rule. This is what I would say to the security guard. Fuck you. I'm going to clap my hands. Freedom of expression. You ever heard of it? Thank you. Thank you and good night. That's all I have to say about that. All right, let's get to NXT. I talked too much. All right, so we start off the night with commentary team. We finally get Mauro Ranallo back on commentary. I missed him so much. But we get Beth Phoenix as well. So Beth fucking Phoenix. You know, because fuck Beth Phoenix, but that is what it is. And if I ever met Beth Phoenix, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to say hello, and that's it. I mean, I would, you know, that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say, thank you for the autograph. Thank you for the time. Blah, blah, blah. Take a picture. Goodbye. That's it. I'm not gonna say anything unless she mentions my video. You're the guy that called me out on going into the Hall of Fame. I'm like, I don't know that guy. That guy, I don't know though. I don't know though. I don't know. There's so many people who've done videos on you getting into the Hall of Fame. I did do a video, but that's my opinion. But I didn't mean any harm in it. I just didn't think you deserved to go into the Hall of Fame first, but it's my opinion. You don't like it? Fuck you. That's that. All right, so we get Beth Phoenix and Mauro Ranallo back on commentary. I don't know when we're gonna get Nigel back. I think Nigel's doing NXT UK, so at least we get Nigel on NXT UK. But it is what it is. So we start the night off with Cruiserweight title tournament action. I think it's in the A block. We had Isaiah Swerve Scott taking on El Hijo de Fantasma. Both men have El Hijo de Fantasma has one win, looking to go 2-0. Isaiah Swerve Scott looking for his first win in the tournament, and that's that. Pretty good match. Good opener to open the show. They lock up. Fantasma was in control. Picks up an early near fall. Then we get some one-upsmanship like anything you can do, I can do better. And then they counter each other as Scott follows with a drop kick. They go to the floor. Fantasma cuts him off with an Insigiti. They go back in, and Fantasma lays the boots to Scott. And Scott comes back, hits an avalanche hurricane rana for a near fall. And looks to grapple, but Fantasma battles back. Scott cuts him off with a running apron kick. And it was good. As we go to break, we come back. Scott has everything in control. He's grounding and pounding, attacking the arm. Fantasma comes back, follows with a basement drop kick, takes Scott up top, hits an avalanche hurricane rana. Then he goes up top again, hits a frog splash for an air fall. Then he trade chops, and Fantasma takes control until Scott cuts him off with a big right hand. Then he hits a deadlift German suplex. Goes for the Fosbury flop, but missed it. Fantasma runs the ropes and hits a suicide dive. Then we go back in. I think El Hijo de Fantasma was trying for a move. Isaiah Swerve Scott counts into a crucifix for the win. So Isaiah Swerve Scott's on the board, picks up his first win. So him and El Hijo de Fantasma have one win apiece, 1-1. And that's that. So we'll see what happens with them next week and their the following week, as the Cruiserweight title tournament is slowly coming to a close. I think they got one or two more sets of matches to go. Maybe it's 3. I think it's 2 or 3, but we'll see what happens with that. So pretty decent match. I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's that. All right, then we get a promo from Dominik Dijakovic. and talking about how Johnny Gargano complains about the establishment that put him in tons of takeover matches. And he wants to see if Johnny will back up his words next week. So he basically challenged Johnny Gargano to a match, which we'll see this Wednesday night on NXT. It should be a decent match, but we'll see what happens with that. So, yeah. That is that, and blah, 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 blah. That's that. All right. After that, we go to women's action, and we go to Candice LeRae comes out with her new heel music, which is pretty interesting. The lasers and all the good shit. Her theme song is pretty damn cool. I don't know what it is. I know who sings it, or it was a generic thing. I gotta listen to it again, but we'll see what happens with that. She takes on Casey Catanzaro. Former friends. They collide here. Match was all right. Typical women's match. They counter each other to start. Casey hits a head scissors, but then Candice cuts her off. Casey battles back with a senton atomical for a near fall. Candice counts a splash and covers for a near fall. Then she has a side slam for a near fall. Casey battles back to her feet, but Candice slams her down and takes control with some ground and pound. She slams her down, but Casey clears her off for a near fall. Candice hits a clothesline and some chops. Then she goes all Super Dragon and hits the curb stomp for the win. And that's that. So this new heel side of Candice, is okay. Now she wants to be noticed in the women's division. So she gets a win here to establish her heel persona. So match was all right. I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, Candice locks in the Gargano escape and puts Casey Catanzaro out. And that's that. So, like I said, 2 out of 5 stars for that. And we'll see what happens with Candice as she continues her heel side in the women's division and see if anybody can stop her. But that's that. All right, then we get a promo from Damian Priest basically saying he's going to win the North American title and everyone will bask in his glory. We'll see what happens with that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we go to your worst segment of the night. Not the worst segment ever, but the worst segment of NXT in NXT history. I think there might be some others that were bad, but we go to Matt Riddle and Timothy Thatcher, the so-called NXT Tag Team Champions, though we all know it's Matt Riddle and Pete fucking Dunne, but Pete Dunne can't fly over here. And vice versa. Same thing with Nigel. And anybody else from the UK, Kylie Ray, Tony Storm. But Nikki Cross is from the UK, and she lives in Florida now with her husband. And that's that. So if you want to, you're a wrestler from the UK, you might want to think about maybe moving to the US and living in the US, getting your US citizenship, like some guys have done. Zack Sabre Jr. I think is a US citizen, even though he wrestles in the UK and Japan, number 1. That's that. And we're gonna move on from there. All right, so we get to this thing called the Newly Pro Show, and it's hosted by Byron Saxton, who fucking sucks. This fucking segment sucked. Riddle says that he and Pete are a real team, meaning Pete Dunne, not a makeshift duo like him and Timothy Thatcher are, but he and Tim are a team as well. And Tim is kind of confused. Matt's like, "Yeah, I'm on a newlywed game." This was bad. And then we have some piped-in laugh tracks, which made it worse. I mean, imagine if this was live in front of the fans. Holy shit, would this get shitted on? That's that. So Byron asks the first question is what Matt had for breakfast. Tim answers that he has no idea. Matt's like, well, that's my answer too. Duh. And he asked for Tim's favorite TV show. Tim's like, I don't have a TV. He'd get one if the price was right, and Mac's like, oh, the Price is Right is his favorite TV shows. So then Tim's asked about Netflix and chilling and says he doesn't need Netflix to chill. Matt calls him a true stallion. Then when asked where's the craziest place he's ever done it, I mean, you know what I mean. Tim thinks it's wrestling and says he had a triple threat in a laundromat. Matt's like, yeah, I had a threesome on a washer. Okay, and then Imperium come out, beat the crap out of them. Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner come out. They lay him out with the European bomb on the stage, or in the ring, I should say. Then they pick up the NXT tag team titles and hold them up. So it looks like we're going to see Matt Riddle and Timothy Thatcher against Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner for the tag belts coming up. Hopefully Imperium wins them, but we all know that it's not going to happen because they're going to hold the belts for... What was that? And, Matt Riddle and Timothy Thatcher are going to be a team until this fucking virus ends. And then Pete Dunne's going to come back and, be all jealous, and then he's going to turn heel again and basically beat the crap out of Matt Riddle and Timothy Thatcher. It'd be nice to see Timothy Thatcher and Pete Dunne go at it. Two hard-hitting guys. That I don't think I've ever had a match before, so it'll be the first time ever for them. But, with Matt Riddle and Matt Riddle and Timothy Thatcher have had matches, I'm thinking of that. Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne, it could be pretty good too, but we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that whole segment 2 out of 5 stars. It was just corny, but thank God for Imperium. That's that. All right, then we get a promo from our good buddy, our NXT World Heavyweight Champion. Say it with me now, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Cole, baby! And basically hyping up his title defense against the Velveteen Dream, Patrick Clark, next week on the program. So we'll see that. Now, are they going to give the Velveteen Dream the belt, or are they going to give him, make Adam Cole win it, and then maybe win it by disqualification or lose it by disqualification because of the Undisputed Era, and then the Velveteen Dream gets it at maybe another TV event, or at maybe NXT Takeover in August, whenever we get a rematch. Because I see this match ending a clusterfuck. I don't think Velveteen Dream will get the belt right away. I don't think they're going to give him the belt right now. I think Adam Cole will hold it for maybe probably the rest of this month, and I think probably by June or whenever the next Takeover show they do, whenever that is, I think the Velveteen Dream will probably get the belt. But this all depends on what the WWE is going to do with the Velveteen Dream after all those accusations of him sending out naked pictures to people, the underage people. Even though he says that he did take the picture, but his Twitter got hacked, so he denies all the accusations, all this other stuff. So let me know what you think about that match, and we'll get to that after the video. I personally think they're not going to give it a Velveteen Dream right now. I think they might play the "you're in trouble" angle. We're not going to give you the belt, so we're going to job you out. Or Adam Cole just wins it outright next week, but we'll see. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars for the promo. Always nice to see Adam Cole, baby. And that's that. All right. Then we get to Charlotte taking on Mia Yim for the NXT Women's title. I believe this was for the title. Pretty decent match. I mean, they fought before when Charlotte was just coming up in was a pretty mainstay in NXT, and Mia Yim was like an outside talent. So when she looked like what she did when she was in the dollhouse, not like she looks now, because she looks hot right now, but it is what it is. Like I said, a pretty decent match, but I think you knew the outcome of this. So they lock up, they go to the ropes for a rope break. Charlotte then saw some ground and pound, falls with some chops. Mia's down. Charlotte then clears off for another near fall. Mia counters, falls with some strikes and a cannonball. Then it hits a DDT, which gets a near fall. Charlotte comes back with a back elbow and some strikes. Mia dumps her to the floor, but Charlotte cuts off the suicide dive as we go to break. Come back, Charlotte sends Mia Yim back to the outside. She goes in, lays the boots to her. Some chops after that, chokes out Mia and falls with some strikes. Mia comes back with some kicks and then locks in the tarantula, but Charlotte cuts her off by grabbing the hair. She follows with some strikes, some kicks, but Mia comes back, hits soul food. But Charlotte cuts her off with the flatliner to the turnbuckle. Ow. Then she goes up top. Mia cuts her off and hits a code red for a near fall. Charlotte counts into a modified lion tamer or walls of Jericho, Boston Crab, whatever you want to call it. Mia escapes, clears off for a near fall. Then she hits an STO and then goes off the ropes, looks to go for excuse me. She looks to go for protect your neck, but Charlotte counters into the figure four and bridges up to the figure eight, and Mia has no other choice but to tap out. So we all knew this was going to happen, and that's that. So yeah, Charlotte's going to run through this division, and we'll see what happens with that. So Charlotte wins. Match gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. Pretty good match. Afterwards, Io, my lovely third wife, Io Shirai, comes out, basically yelling and screaming at Charlotte and saying that, and then Charlotte's like, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. And then Io starts talking in broken English. He's like, you're mine next week. So next week we're gonna get Charlotte Flair and Io Shirai, I think, for the title or non-title, but we'll see. They're not going to give Io the win, obviously, which sucks. Another Japanese talent that should have the belt but can't win it. Not to say, no defense to Nakamura, who won the title, Asuka, Kairi. Give Io the belt already. I don't want to see a long ass fucking reign of Charlotte Flair just mowing down the women's division, which is a pretty division in itself. Either Rhea Ripley gets a rematch with her whenever she can come back to the States, because I think she's stuck in England, like along with Pete Dunne and many others from England. But hopefully by the summer, she'll come back. I think the travel ban will probably go bye-bye. Hopefully. I don't know anything about that. I haven't heard anything about that. If I was a reporter and asked when's the travel ban going to end, and probably get the stupid answer of we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen in the next 3 months. People can still bring it. Go to Europe or go to Japan or China and bring the virus back, and we get more fucking deaths. So I don't know, but I think Rhea Ripley's gonna come back and get the title back for the second time, and Charlotte probably go back to SmackDown or go back to Raw, most likely Raw, and then she'll come up, probably fight Becky or fight Shayna when Shayna gets the belt, which she will probably by the summertime or maybe sooner. Who knows? Because Becky really isn't doing anything at Money in the Bank, as far as I know. But anytime, anywhere that when the Money in the Bank winner wins the briefcase, they can cash it in anytime, anywhere, or any time, really, not anywhere, but anywhere. I guess yeah, anywhere. It has to be in the ring, of course. Can't be in the bathroom when somebody's taking a shit or something. It has to be in the ring, so can't be anywhere. So anytime. So it could be after could be after the match. It could be during the match, like what Seth Rollins did at WrestleMania 31. Could be after a match, like many others have done, which is basically the norm. But we'll see what happens with that. So we'll see what happens with Charlotte and Io next week, and that's that. Let me move on from there. All right, then we get to your squash match of the week. We had Dexter Lumis, Sam Shaw, taking on Shane Dorn. Poor Shane Dorn. Oh, God. Now, I guess put in this, in a jobber tag team with Brendan Vink. Now you got MVP as their manager or his spokesperson or whatever it is. They lose to Ricochet and Cedric Alexander a couple weeks ago. Then they're gonna get a rematch on Raw this Monday night. And Shane Dorn is going back and forth between Raw and maybe and I think SmackDown too. And that was in NXT. So he's getting that money you wish you had. But I don't know why Shane Dorn's a freaking jobber now. I miss his tag team partner in TM61. I forgot his name, but I think Nick might find out. Nick, let me know the tag team partner of TM61 if you know. So if anybody else knows, if they're watching, with Shane Dorn and that other guy in TM61. I forgot his name. If anybody knows, let me know. And that's that. So we get the Dexter Lumis and Shane Dorn in the typical squash match. Dorn attacks with some strikes to start. Lumis cuts him off with some ground and pound, some body shots. Dorn comes back, throws some strikes and kicks until Lumis cuts him off with some strikes. Dorn rakes the eyes, follows it with some uppercuts and a drop kick. It's not a per se squash match. It lasts about 3.5 minutes. He hits a running kick and a cannonball after that. Lumis then counts into a spine buster. Then he locks on the Anaconda Vice and he gets the win by submission. So Shane Dorn had to tap out. So Dexter Lumis gets another win. Still undefeated. Still looking strong. And that was that. So if you missed it, that's that. So I gave the match 2 out of 5 stars, and that was that. All right, then we get a promo from Finn Balor, basically calling out his attacker next week, whoever attacked him, which probably will be the Undisputed Era, most likely. Probably was Adam Cole. No, because they're kind of going with, Velveteen Dream and Finn was supposed to happen last week, but Finn got attacked, and then Keith Lee came in to save him, and then Keith Lee got beat up by Damian Priest. And I forgot. Then Dexter Lumis came in to help out the Velveteen Dream, which was kind of weird because I think Dexter is a heel, so a heel helping a face makes no fucking sense. But all right, we'll go with it. That's that. So we'll see what happens next week and who the assailant was that attacked Finn Balor, and that's that. Let me move on from there. All right, there we go to more Cruiserweight tournament action with Drake Maverick and Tony Nese. Both don't have a win yet. Match was all right, not bad. Nese takes control early, talking some smack, pummeling poor Drake. Grounds and pounds with some kicks, strikes, and a scoop slam. Maverick keeps trying to fight back, but gets cut off each and every time by Nese, as Nese stuns him over the ropes as we go to break. Come back. Nese is still in control, talking smack, saying, "I'm the premier athlete. I'm great." Maverick finally comes back with some strikes and some punches. He hits a missile drop kick, but Nese counters slice spread number 2 and hits some German and Germans him into the turnbuckle. Ow. Goes for the running knee strike, but missed it. Maverick hits sliced bread number 2 for a near fall. Heads up top, misses the elbow drop. Leeston goes up top, gets cut off. Maverick follows him up and hits an avalanche bulldog for the win. Kind of like the Steiner brothers almost. So Drake picks up his first win. And Tony Nese is, I believe, 0-2 right now. So you can kiss Tony Nese goodbye unless he wins his next 2 matches. Well, next match. Or 2. Like I said, next match or 2. Because each person fights each other 3 times. So Tony Nese is just basically mathematically out of the tournament. So that's that. And we move on from there. And then after the match, Drake cuts a promo basically happy about his win and says he's not leaving. I beg to differ because you're going to be gone soon. So basically he's gone. He's going to be gone for good unless he wins his next match and then gets some help. But who knows what's going to happen with the tournament. And that's that. And that's that. So I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's that. Shane Doran and Brendan Vink. No, I'm talking about TM61 when they first came out. It was Shane Doran and that other guy, his partner. I don't think it was Brendan Vink unless they changed his name to Brendan Vink. I don't know, but maybe what? I'll look it up. Screw it. I'll cheat and see if I can find it. The might, or you can put the mighty. Can't find it. Let me see. Well, I think there was Mikey Nichols and Shane Haste. So I guess Nick is right because they might have changed his name to Brendan Vink. I don't know. So we get that, and we move on. That's that. All right. So next week on the show, we got Adam Cole, baby, defending the belt, the NXT World Title against the Velveteen Dream. I think it's going to end in a DQ, but we'll see what happens. We got Charlotte defending against Io. And we got a special appearance from, what they call Karrion Kross, where we all know is Killer Kross, with the lovely Scarlett Bordeaux. It's going to be with him. So we're going to see our first appearance of Killer Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux on in the ring or on the stage. Who knows? And we got Finn Balor appearing on the show to address who attacked him. And then finally, we got Johnny Gargano taking on Dominik Dijakovic. So I assume Adam Cole and the Velveteen Dream will be the main event. And that's that. So we're probably going to get a clusterfuck ending. And so that's next week on the show. Well, this coming Wednesday night on the show. And we'll see what happens with that. And we're going to move on from there. All right, so then we get to the main event, the North American title match between Keith Lee, who we can all bask in his glory. And if you're not basking in Keith Lee's glory, there's something wrong with you. And that's that. He takes on Damian Priest for the North American title. This was a good match. Pretty good match. Not a great match, but it was what it is. They brawl and head to the floor at the start. Priest tries to go into the seats, but Lee stops him, sends Priest over the guardrail. Lee then follows Priest into the crowd area, and Lee presses Priest over his head and tosses Priest onto the ring apron. Ow. They go back in. Priest with an elbow as he tries to send Lee into the ring steps, but Lee blocks it. Priest escapes the power bomb, or the spirit bomb. Lee goes for a pounce, but Priest moved and Lee goes through the guardrail. Ow, as we go to break. Come back, Damian's still in control. Follows some strikes and it hits a splash into the corner. Goes for a suplex, but he can't get the big man up. That's what she said. Lee gets Priest up and holds on for a delayed Fergus suplex. Priest counters and hits a neck breaker. And falls on some strikes. Lee blocks a suplex attempt. Falls on some strikes. Then he hits the pouch. Period. And he sends him into the turnbuckles. Lee with some punches and a back elbow, choke slam that sends Priest to the floor. And then Keith Lee hits a suicide plancha. And sends Priest back into the ring, gets a near fall out of that. Then he hits a splash and a running clothesline for another near fall. He sets up for the spirit bomb, but Priest comes back with some punches and a forearm and more forearms, and Priest grabs Lee by the throat. Keith Lee grabs him as well. Priest escapes the chokeslam and follows with some kicks and a rolling elbow. Lee comes back with a forearm. Priest comes back with some kicks. So they go back and forth for a while. Priest with some more kicks and a knee. Then he hits a Falcon Arrow as Lee rolls to the apron. Looked like Damian Priest was about to win the belt. But Keith Lee rolls to the apron, goes to the floor. Priest falls with a plancha of his own on the Keith Lee. Sends him back into the ring. He goes up top and hits a flying cyclone kick off the turnbuckle for a near fall. Lee comes back with a headbutt, and Priest goes to the apron. He fires. Priest comes back. Lee punches Priest on the turnbuckle, and Lee goes to the turnbuckles, hits a deadlift superplex for a near fall. That was pretty nice. Priest comes back with a choke slam for a near fall. Then he grabs his nightstick and the title belt, and the referee takes the title belt and has his back turned. Priest tries to use the nightstick. Keith Lee blocked it. Then he hits not one, but two spirit bombs for the win. So Keith Lee retains, like I think he was going to anyway, but he's going to hold on to it for a while. Probably lose to the Damian Priest or somebody else, probably by the summertime, but we'll see what happens with that. So not a bad match per se. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's that for NXT. So good match, like I said. And Keith Lee continues to bask in his own glory and is still the North American champion. And we'll see what happens with him as the weeks and months go on. That's that. All right, we're gonna look at the cruiserweight tournament, super cruiser tournament, or whatever you want to call them. Block A, we have Jake Atlas at 1-0 with Kushida. Drake Maverick's half behind with a record of 1-1. Tony Nese basically out of the tournament right now, as he goes to 0-2. So Drake Maverick and Kushida are going to be coming up soon. So the final matches of the A block will be in the next coming weeks. And then next week we probably have B block action. We had B block action where Isaiah Swerve Scott and Hijo del Fantasma. So we're going to see Isaiah Swerve Scott and Jack Gallagher go at it soon. Isaiah Swerve Scott and El Hijo del Fantasma at 1-1. Akira Tozawa 1-0. And Jack Gallagher looking to get on the board at 0-1. And that's that. So that's it for NXT. And that's that. That's it. Nick Miller. Thank you, Nick. Not you. Well, you know what I mean. So it was Miller and Thorne. So thank you. Thank you very much for that. So did he change Nick Miller's name to Brendan Vink? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows with the WWE these days? They just hire some guy, call him Brendan Vink. I don't know. Well, that's his real name. I don't know. So that's that. Thank you, Nick, for that. All right. So that's it for NXT. I gave NXT a solid 7 out of 10. It was a pretty decent show. And we'll see what happens this coming Wednesday night from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. Maybe we'll have some people there. I think NXT is live this week. I don't know. Because they're, during the month of April and May, they were taping shows on and off. So different weeks we're gonna get a live show or a tape show. But we'll see what happens with that. So fans may come back into the stands soon, but in Florida, not in New York, not in Jersey, not in Connecticut, not in Los Angeles, not in Chicago, not in Butte, Montana. I don't think the WWE or WCW have ever wrestled in Montana or Idaho. I don't think. That might be wrong. Wrestling. The WWE has wrestled in Hawaii, I believe. WCW, I don't think has. AEW hasn't yet. I don't think there's only maybe one or a couple promotions that have wrestled in Hawaii. There was a couple indie shows in Alaska, but nothing like the WWE's not going to go to Alaska. AEW's not going to go to Alaska, or I would think they'll go to Hawaii, but not Alaska. But who knows what's going to go on for that? And so fans are going to come back slowly. Limited number of fans, of course, but the 6 feet rule, and you can't clap your hands. That pisses me off. If that's the rule at a concert, I'm gonna clap my hands. I don't give a fuck. You mean you can go woo woo and clap here. After a song goes off, you can't clap your hands. I wonder how it's gonna work at a nightclub like Terminal 5 or Webster Hall or any well, at the arena, I can see, like a concert hall, I can see the 6 feet rule being applied. But at like a place like Terminal 5 or any nightclub, a bar, you probably have to stand 6 feet apart, which makes no fucking sense. Because people are gonna be doing. If you go to a concert like In This Moment or not Metallica, but In This Moment usually does those little places here and there in New York City, like the PlayStation Theater. Well, it's not called that no more. I don't even know what it's called anymore. I don't really give two shits. But if you go to a place like Terminal 5 or Webster Hall, people are gonna be standing next to each other, so you run the risk of the coronavirus continuing to spread. But they're gonna have masks on, except for the performers, of course. The security guards are gonna have masks on. It's just gonna be fucking weird when concerts come back. But we're not gonna get a music concert probably till next year, probably late next year. Oh, earlier next. I would say probably by the spring of 2021 or the summer of 2021. I'm hoping maybe by the summer of 2021, maybe sooner, but who knows? I'm waiting for maybe for something from In This Moment or New Year's Day or Black Label Society or any band I really want to see come to New York City or the Jersey area, like Homedale, New Jersey, at the PNC or at Starland Ballroom, because I know how to get there and get back. Well, even though Starland Ballroom is kind of a pain in the Starland and Homedale and the PNC Back Arts Center are kind of a pain in the ass to get in and get out of, because it's far away from where I get off on the New Jersey Transit train. But I take the train and I don't want to park because parking's fucking up. Parking at a concert or anywhere is costing a lot of money, and I'm not doing that shit. I'd rather take a cab in, pay $20-$25 at most. Call an Uber. But we're not gonna get any concerts probably till late next year. Sucks. Bands that have already put out albums this year, Lamb of God's album's coming out, I think, in June. Their self-titled LP, which I heard the whole album is pretty fucking good. I mean, In This Moment just came out about a little over a month ago, so they can't perform it live unless they do, on Zoom, or they do it somehow on online somehow. Do StreamYard or Zoom or any other way they can do it. I don't know that they're going to. I think they're just gonna take their time and just write this thing out, and then hopefully by next year they can go out and perform the Mother album and some of their older hits, but not the first album, because they're not gonna play the first, second, or maybe even the third album. They'll play songs from Blood. They'll play songs from The Ritual. They'll play songs from Black Widow. Nothing from the first 3 albums, which fucking sucks. So I want to hear Daddy's Fallen Angel fucking pounding. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear a snippet of it like I did a couple years ago. I mean, it was all good and stuff. They actually, they played a medley of their first album. But it was like maybe 30 seconds to a minute. I want to hear the whole fucking song. That's what bands should start doing nowadays. They have an album out. They come out with an album. I understand you make the album. You want to promote the album, go on tour for like a year promoting the album. And then when you're done, you come back, you either start writing a new album, or what I would do, I would promote an album maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years at most, and then come back, think of ideas. If I can't think of any ideas, why not go on touring and do what Iron Maiden did, and do a show with one of the albums. I think they did I don't remember the name of it. I know they did a tour where they did an entire album. I forgot what album it was. Judas Priest did that with Nostradamus. Oh, you Nostradamus. So, more bands should start doing that. You got nothing left, or you just have no ideas. Go on tour. Play the first album, or play an album, like one of your greatest albums, front to back. I love to hear, Beautiful Tragedy from front to back one time, just one. I mean, one time only. Play. Mix it up a little bit. Don't I understand playing the hits, but like, if you want to do you want to do the whole album, do the whole album, like 10 songs. If you're going to be a headliner, do 10 songs or whatever, how many songs you had on an album. And then maybe throw in a new song from one of your past albums, or go first and second album or third album. Throw in a couple of things. In this moment, should do that. Do the whole first album. Maybe throw in going into the light from the second album, or You Always Believed, or Forever, or All For You. Or they really should do The Great Divide, because that's the only heavy song on the album. Then if you want to throw in the third album, you could do The Promise. You could do The Gun Show, Blazing, The Road. So many songs they should do live, and we haven't heard in God knows how long, because they're mainly doing the last couple albums from In This Moment. But I'm just throwing ideas out. I try to tell Chris, Randy, and Travis, and sometimes I can try to get Maria on Twitter, and I don't go on Instagram, but I don't have Instagram, but I don't want Instagram. I try to go on their Twitter pages and throw out little ideas at them. They probably don't listen to my ideas, but I say, come on, mix it up a little bit. Do a couple of new songs from the new album, maybe one or two from the previous albums, but do a medley. I don't care if you do a 5-song medley from the first album or the whole freaking Star Course Wasteland album. Do something at us that we haven't heard before, or we live the past. Do a whole album tour. That's what bands should start doing. You get newer fans to the shows that don't know who the hell these bands are, and you play the first album like, oh, I gotta get this album, and get the previous and to get the following albums. You get instant new fans after that. It is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. So I'm gonna end up shop here. Got SmackDown coming up in a couple hours. So I'm going to hopefully get my SmackDown review up later tonight on the Killer of Demons channel. So stay tuned for that and come into the chat and we'll talk SmackDown and maybe a little wrestling, maybe music or whatever you want to talk about. And that's all I got to say about that. So once again, for NXT, it was a pretty decent show. I gave it a solid 7 out of 10 stars. So thank you for watching. Leave your comments and questions down below in the comment section. Continue to hit that subscribe button down below and smash that like button to death and hit that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never miss an upload. You can stay in the loop and stay connected with me and all my videos on my respective channels. And share my videos all over the internet, Twitter, Facebook, Dailymotion, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, whatever. And that's all I got to say about that. So I'd like to thank Nick for coming into the chat and all that good stuff. So hopefully he comes back into the SmackDown chat later on tonight. I don't know what time I'm going to do it. Probably about 11 or 12 at night because I got work tomorrow. Or I don't have an early day, but I got to be in at 1 o'clock. And then I get 3 days off. Hopefully, well, I'm on call next week, so I got to keep my off days open because I need, working 2 days is not going to help me pay my bills, but it is what it is. So that's that. So thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on. And if you're not down with that, there's something wrong with you. And if you're not down with that, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace, bitches.